Yo, champs in the making, Starmeistr here. Since the latest news of Pokemon Journeys has confirmed the return of Best Girl Dawn, we can expect more characters to make a comeback, may it be old companions, rivals, or even regional champions. And as we're slowly getting closer to the final event of the Pokemon World Coronation Series, it's safe to assume that more exciting battles are about to happen in the future. In the past episodes, most of the battles always involved Ash and his journey through the Coronation Series. But I also want to see other people battle, not just Ash. Although Pokemon Journeys did feature a few battles that don't involve Ash, such as Lance vs Leon and Go vs Kiawe, I feel like we need to see more of these battles in future episodes. So today, I'm gonna list my top 10 Pokemon battles that I want to see in Pokemon Journeys that don't involve Ash. This list will be in no particular order. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on why these battles could or should happen in Pokemon Journeys. Special thanks to Luap for helping me with this list. He makes awesome and up-to-date content. I recommend you go check his channel. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting out with the most obvious one, it's Champion Leon vs Champion Cynthia. With the brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl games just around the corner, it'd be perfect for Cynthia to make an appearance in Pokemon Journeys. An all-out battle between both champions of the Gen 8 games would be awesome to watch. I'd most definitely expect them to face each other in the Masterclass, hopefully a 6-on-6 battle. But if there's one thing that holds me back from wanting this to happen, that'll be because we all know Cynthia is gonna lose. I mean, Lance's loss already hurt me severely. Watching Cynthia's Garchomp getting owned by G-Max Charizard would add salt to the wounds. But still, Cynthia is the one champion that Leon must battle in the World Coronation Series, and I'm sure many fans would love to see this happen. The next battle that I want to see in Pokemon Journeys is, you guessed it, Gary vs Paul. Gary has recently returned, and we know that he's gonna play a significant role in the Project Mew arc. But we also want to see this King battle. Gary vs Go can happen, but yeah, Go doesn't stand a chance. Gary vs Alon is also reasonable since they're both researchers, but we've all seen enough of Charizard vs Blastoise, and I have other plans for Alon. So yeah, Gary vs Paul would be the best thing. If they feel like it, Paul can be the 5th Project Mew chaser since he has connections to Brandon, who has connections to the remaining Reggies, which could be a subplot for Project Mew. Like Cynthia, Paul can greatly advertise the BDSP games, and even give redemption to the shafted Torterra. Jerk Rival vs Jerkish Rival, Torterra vs Blastoise, Electivire whom Pikachu lost to vs Electivire whom Pikachu lost to, let's make it happen! Speaking of BDSP promotion, I think our lovable Barry should make a reappearance. But who should he battle against this time? I ran through some possible scenarios, but I feel like Cameron would be the best fit. Now before you dislike this video and comment on how wrong I am, just hear me out for a second. Ash's loss against Cameron is branded as his dumbest league loss ever. While it'd be great to see Ash beat Cameron, I feel like he has nothing else to prove. We all know that Ash is miles better than Cameron, right? Right? So I feel like the best person that he can battle against is Barry. Barry and Cameron would have a fun chemistry. Both share some level of stupidity, both are energetic, both are clumsy. Pokemon Journeys has been on a serious, boring tone lately, so bringing these two guys back could re-amplify the atmosphere. Earlier, we mentioned two of Ash's most important rivals that he managed to beat in the Pokemon League. This time, let's talk about two trainers that ended Ash's Pokemon League journey. I'm talking about none other than Harrison vs Tyson. I know this battle may be unlikely to happen since the writers won't have much incentive of bringing them back, but I would still love to see this battle happen. Harrison is like my favorite person that beat Ash in a league, and he's like Luap's favorite rival of all time, so yeah, Harrison should be in this list. Also in this teaser pic of Pokemon Journeys, some fans speculate that this guy beside Volkner might be Tyson. Although I don't believe this to be him, it's still a fun theory. It'd also be cool to have a Mega Blaziken versus Mega Sceptile in Pokemon Journeys. I know I'm contradicting myself when I said I've had enough of repetitive battles, but at least we've never seen Harrison's Blaziken battle a Sceptile and vice versa, as opposed to having Gary's Blastoise battle both Ash's and Alon's Charizard. But yeah, Harrison vs Tyson would be a cool battle to watch. Remember when I said I have some other plans for Alan? Well, here it is now. As we all know, the awarding ceremony of the Lumiose conference was never finished because Team Flare interrupted with their giant vines. Which means Alan never got to have his championship battle with the champion of Kalos, Diantha. So, in Pokemon Journeys, we're gonna make that happen. Mega Charizard vs Mega Gardevoir would be an interesting dynamic of Dragon vs Fairy. Diantha would be a great addition to the Masters 8, and I could very well see Alan return either as a participant in the World Coronation Series or as the 5th Project Mew Chaser. Whether Alan and Diantha would battle in the World Coronation Series or the Kalos Championship, it's still quite tragic that we never got to see this battle happen in the XY series. Now that Volkner is confirmed to be returning, it'd be the perfect time to have him battle against his best friend, rival, and Sinnoh Elite Four, Flint. Growing up, Volkner and Flint were always on par with each other. But everything changed when the fire in Volkner's heart died down. Flint grew stronger and stronger, and Volkner lost his spirit for battling. But when Flint battled Ash, a spark reignited in Volkner, so his battling spirit came back. Now that he's better than ever, it'd be cool to see how well he puts up against Flint, the toughest Sinnoh gym leader, versus a strong Elite Four member. Did Volkner manage to catch up, or is Flint still miles ahead? As we all know, contests are one of the pillars of Sinnoh, so Pokemon Journeys also needs to feature an actual contest battle. What better way than to have a battle between Ash's coordinator companions? I'm of course talking about none other than Mayor Dawn versus Serena. I kinda feel bad for Serena because many of her fans want her to return just for the Amor shipping. But Serena has to return because we need an update of how she's doing in Pokemon contests. It'd be amazing to see how far she's come when she battles one of Ash's previous companions. While Dawn has already been confirmed to return and would make a better promotion for BDSP contests, May has a much more similar story to Serena and would be more relatable for her. So I honestly can't decide which one she should battle. I hope that by now, both May and Dawn have become top coordinators and that Serena is on her way of becoming one. I've been talking too much about past characters and this list needs a bit more Journeys representation. So I also want to see a battle of Ash's two main rivals in this series, Bee and Rinto. Both are fighting type users, both have a condescending attitude, both are extremely tough. One of the reasons why Diamond and Pearl is the best series is because it featured a lot of fierce battles between rivals. I figured that it makes sense to do the same thing for Pokemon Journeys. Also, I don't think Bee and Rinto are receiving as much screen time and development as they deserve, so having an episode where they battle would definitely help their respective arcs. The second to the last battle that I want to see in Pokemon Journeys is the long-awaited battle of Go vs Chloe. Having a battle between Ash's companions has been done before with May and Brock. It'd be cool if they did this too with Go and Chloe, especially since they already have a solid relationship before Ash even entered the picture. Just the thought of these two innocent cuties battling, so adorable, and could really serve as a big development for their maturity. It will be a great opportunity for Chloe to explore the realms of battling and find out if Pokemon battles suit her. I would also love to see Go reference Ash's battling style and incorporate it to his own style. This could also be the perfect time for Grookey to evolve. Besides Leon vs Cynthia, this is probably the battle that's most likely to happen, and I'm all for it. Before rounding out my top 10 battles that I want to see in Pokemon Journeys that don't involve Ash, I would first list some of my honorable mentions. Bede vs Marnie, Hop vs Sawyer, Cylon vs Clement. The final battle that I want to see in Pokemon Journeys, and probably the one that I'd like to see the most, is Iris vs Misty. Let's be real, Iris was done dirty in her supposedly iconic return. We've seen her Dragonite tank multiple stab ice moves from George's Beartick and Dawn's Mamoswine, but it lost to a freshly revived fossil? Honestly, Iris should have won her battle with Ash, then get bitten by him in the Ultra class. But besides that, I'm dying to see an actual battle between her and Misty, Ash's female companions that specialize in battling. Here's my narrative about this battle. Iris makes a better and improved return, still as a champion of the Unova region, and then we learn that Misty has just been promoted as one of the Elite Four of Kanto. Like, Agatha probably should have retired by now. and that we're surprised when Misty calls her Pokeball and sends out a Togekiss. I know I'm dreaming, but imagine this little guy that we've grown to love versus this little guy that we've kinda grown to love, now in their final evolutions battling out in the Pokemon World Coronation Series. Then we see Pikachu getting emotional as he's proud of his baby brothers who have now turned into fierce battlers. And honestly, I'm fine with any of them winning. I may be an avid Misty fan, but Iris deserves some redemption after that shameful loss. That's it for my video on the top 10 Pokemon battles that I want to see in Pokemon Journeys that don't involve Ash. Comment down below which battle you'd like to see happen. Also comment on what you want me to do next. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fun content. With everything said and done, I hope you all have fun watching the Pokemon anime and become the most powerful trainer in the world. Thanks for watching and gotta catch ya later.